Hello world. This is my sixth, seventh, eighth, fifth day of COVID. I don't really remember because for me all days become in one, And I'm just gonna tell you how it was. I don't have any symptoms anymore. I have only snots, and time to time my throat hurts a little bit, but not a lot. I'm gonna tell you how was it. I'm gonna tell you how I arrived from Figueira de Foz to my home, how that was, and etc. How did I came here? I saw in my car that very weirdly I have a check on the oil. And I was like, I was telling it to George, and George said that let's stop on the next gas station and we're gonna buy an oil and put it in the car. I was like, all right. I was calling to my mechanic and I was asking him about which one should I use for my car. He said the number, he said the brand of oil. And I came to the gas station, I stopped my vehicle, and I asked about the oil, but we didn't find anything similar. We're gonna drive in the next gas station. I'm putting the key in a car and I'm starting it, but it doesn't make any sounds anymore. I think that maybe the battery just stopped working and came out, and I remember how my car did when the battery came out and made sound. But this time, it doesn't make sound at all. There was a girl, and she was pretty kind and adorable, and I asked her maybe to have a wire which connecting to another car's battery, so it will start. It's called, like in Russia, it's called like boost somebody. And I was asking, she said, I have the wires, but I don't have the actual car. And at this moment, the dude was filling his car with gas, and she came to him and said something in a Portuguese, and he's like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna do that. And of course, the booster didn't work. And he said, we can try to push the car a little bit so it will start. We're like, yeah, kind of idea, okay, we have no other choice. We're pushing the car, and the car starts. We thought that's the end of the story, but it's not. So I called to my mechanic and I said that I'm gonna come here and leave the car next to the service for him to check out what's going on with the starter. And I don't know why, but we thought that it's a pretty great idea to try to start the vehicle again when we stop it. It was the worst idea in my life. We're starting the vehicle and that the starter start to do that again and again and again and again and again and again. And I take away the key, but the car still worked. And I was like, what the hell? And here is a lot of smoke and everything in smoke. And I'm like, shit, what to do? And I'm like, again, trying to put the key inside and try to start a vehicle, and it turns off. But it's just work, it's working non-stop. I can't stop it. We have to very fast as possible, try to turn off the vehicle, turns off the wire from the battery. And George, searching for the key, for the right key for that, and he found it very quickly. And where it turns off the vehicle, turns off the wire, the car finally stopped work. But it smelled very bad. It was a lot of smoke around, and I was like, oh my God, something very bad happening. And now I'm gonna show you the starter, how this looks like right now. 250 for the actual starter and 50 for work. It still smells like it smelled in my car. In general, when I'm sick, I'm trying to not use a lot of pills. I don't really like the pharmacy at all. So very rare when I'm actually got very, very sick and I can't survive the life, I am drinking this antigrippin or eating strepsils. Or when I have these days, I have to, by the way, when I have these days, I have to every month take like for the 1 week, the whole 1 week almost the pharmacy to avoid the pain in my stomach. But most of the times I'm trying to survive without it. I'm trying to survive without pills, and my organism is pretty strong. It's gonna fight with every sickness. Also, I got an action camera, Sony 4K action camera. It's a case. It's not how that actually looks like. It's a case, a waterproof It's so tiny. For what I bought it, I saw that on a Russian website which calls like Avito, but it's eBay, kind of like. So I saw it for the good price, and I decided that I want to take it because one day in the future I have a plan that I want to do very good aerial streams, and this camera is going to be one of my equipment for the aerial streams. Maybe I will go to the river, I will swim and do some action stuff. So I will try to film something, and maybe I will add to the video some things from this action camera. I'm very curious how that's gonna look like and how that's gonna work. I'm so excited.